When you're doing a worksheet and you're trying to ask somebody to write stuff down for you to help you, that's not them really helping you. That's just them doing the work for you, and just because they won't write it down for you and they want you to try to write it down on your own, you don't call them mean, because call them and say they're being mean to you. That's not them being mean. Even if they heard someone tell them you need to write it down yourself, practice writing it down yourself, that's not fair to make them write it down for you, because then they're doing the work for you. And if they need help, they need to ask you how to help. They shouldn't ask you to do it for them, because that's not really helping them. That's just you doing their work for them. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and today in this video I have a dingus and story time for you. And as you can see, I have Dingus right here with me. And today's dingus and story time is going to be this one girl called me mean because I wouldn't do her work for her, write stuff down for her on her worksheet. And this is a story about how this girl was trying to get me to help her by writing the stuff down for her because she for some weird reason wanted me to write all the answers on her worksheet for her, and I wouldn't do it because I knew this girl was supposed to do it by herself, but she took it personal and thought I was being mean. So this is a story just to teach you guys, when you're asked to try to do a worksheet, I get it, it can be hard if maybe you don't know how to read or something, but expecting someone to write all the answers down for you, that's not them helping you. That's just that's just them doing the work for you. It's always good to ask them. Maybe a better way you can do it is maybe ask somebody to read the directions for you instead of write all your answers down, because they're just doing the worksheet for you and you're not even trying. So it's good to try to do the worksheet, have them help you, think of a way instead of just asking them to do the work for you, because some people will say you can do the work and blah 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 blah, because it's good for you to learn to do the work instead of making people do it for you. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, we're going to give this girl a name and call her "Can you write it down for me?" because she wanted us to do her worksheet for her. So I'm going to be honest, I can't remember how many years ago this was. I was on out with my local day program, and we were doing worksheets. I don't remember what worksheets we were doing, but we were, I don't remember I think they were money math worksheets. I don't remember what we were doing, but we were doing money math worksheets or whatever we were doing. And so as we're doing the worksheets, we are working on them. This one girl called, "Can you write it down for me?" I'm just going to give her a name and call her "Can you write it down for me?" because she was trying to get everyone to write all her answers for her. She asked a supervisor if she could do it, and the supervisor told her that she wanted her to try to figure out the answers. So we're all doing the worksheets, and I'm working on the word money math things, which I always sometimes have a hard time with those things, but I'm still working on them. So anyway, she walks up to me, and then she asks,
"Can you write down my answers for me?"
So because I was already doing my worksheet and I wasn't even finished with my worksheet yet, I really wasn't comfortable writing anything down for this girl just because she was trying to get me to do it for her, which I get. I mean, it's I think she was trying to ask me for help, but I think she just wanted me to do the work for her, and I was not wanting to do it because I was already doing my own worksheet. It was the same worksheet, but it's just, I think she was just trying to get me to help her, but she was trying to get me to write it down for her. So I suddenly politely asked her, "I'm sorry, but I had overheard the supervisor saying that you can try to do this." And I was like, "Can you do it by yourself?" And then she tells me,
"You're mean."
So I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just like trying to get this girl to understand, to try to give it a chance to try to write it down. So I literally kind of start to, at first I don't feel bad, but then I kind of start to feel bad because I didn't mean for her to take that personal. I was only just trying to get her to understand that the supervisor had told her to write it down, to practice writing it down. And I didn't even I was like thinking in my head, maybe she doesn't know how to read. Well, she didn't say anything to me like I don't know how to read or anything. So I didn't even know that this girl was having trouble with that. So she was just trying to show, I wasn't trying to be mean by not doing the work for her. Or I just didn't I just didn't want to give in because I had overheard the supervisor tell her to try to do this on her own. So later that day, I talked to the girl and I apologized to her for not doing the work for her, but I explained to her how having me just write everything down for her is not really helping her. It's just me doing the work for her, and I was already doing that worksheet, and the way she should have asked me differently to do it with her instead of write everything down for her, which is like how you can help people. Because if you give them for me, if I have examples of what I'm supposed to do, then I understand a little better. But if you just ask someone to write your answers down for you, that's just them doing your worksheet for you. So I tried to tell the girl I wasn't trying to be mean. I had overheard the supervisor say that she wanted you to write it down instead of like rely on me to write it down. So this girl was pretty nice once I explained this to her. And she kind of apologized for calling me mean, even though she took it that way. She apologized for calling me mean, even though I wasn't really trying to be mean. I just wish she would just ask me a better way to help her instead of just ask me to write it down for her, because then I would have been able to help her and give her an example, because that's kind of like how I have people help me. And so she should have like asked me, can you help me, instead of can you write it down for me? So the moral of the story is when you ask somebody to try to help you, you don't ask them to do it for you. You ask them, can you just help me or give me an example? Because if they're doing the work for you, you're not learning anything. So the best way you could say, instead of asking someone to write it down for you, I mean, it can be a little hard for somebody that doesn't know how to read, but the best way you could do is just like ask somebody, make an effort to try to learn to read, to make it easy for people. Or you could just ask somebody, how do I do this? And you could read it to them, and then you read the directions to them so then they understand. But having somebody just write all your answers for you, that's not really helping you. That's just them doing your work for you. So you can always ask a different way for help instead of just making someone do it for you, because then you won't learn anything. So that was the weird story about how this one girl called me mean because I wouldn't do her worksheet for her, even though she didn't know how to read, even though I didn't know she didn't know how to read. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you that even though you don't know how to read, you can try to make an effort to have someone help you, and you can have them write you an example so then you understand what to do, because having them just do your work for you, that you're not really going to learn anything. It just makes it easy for you if you just give an effort to try. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you want more story times with Mena, please subscribe to Mena's YouTube channel. And if you would like to follow Mena on Instagram, you can also follow her at Mena Homburg. And also like this video if you enjoy story times with me, Humphrey, and Rocco. I hope you all have a great day. And also, if you want to follow Humphrey on Instagram, you can follow him on Humphrey's World 007. Bye bye.